Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Yes, I'm wearing the shirt that I made yesterday. Check out that smile. It's right on my right boob. He's like cheesing. So, if you didn't know, I'm sure I've told you already, I hoard some things. I have one room. The rest of my house is spotless because my OCD on this part of my brain says, keep everything clean and spotless in there. You can't have one speck of dust on anything. And then this part of my OCD is like, but keep this one room for all your shit that you can't let go of yet. And I food hoard. And since I've been in therapy over the years, I've learned that I food hoard because one of the reasons, because we grew up poor and we didn't have many snacks and stuff and we struggled a lot. And that wasn't my family's fault because they worked their ass off to provide, and they did provide. But mentally, when I got old enough to work, I would buy so much food because I was scared of like running out of food. And that's what I still do, if you can't tell. I find deals and I put it up. So, enough of that. I'm known for paying my bills and then impulse buying. Okay, well that happened yesterday. Yes, I actually got out the house, if you can believe it or not. I actually got out the house. I panicked. I went to Walmart and I had on like 2 masks, my hoodie, gloves, sanitizer spray, everything. Like I was prepared. I mean, I had everything but a hazmat suit. I was prepared. I get to Walmart and there's an ass load of people. I'm like, why is it the one time I come to this place, even, you know, like late in the evening, people are always in here. Do these people not ever go the fuck home? Do they live in Walmart 24/7? And I see the same people just walking around and shit. It's like, do you have nothing else to do? Anyways, my ADHD is getting way out there. Okay. So anyways, I make it in the store without having too much of a panic attack. And of course, the time you get in Walmart, everybody wants to like get right on top of you while you're trying to look at something. So after yesterday's crafts, I got to thinking, what could I get to help me cut these out better? What could I get to help me cut and print these images out to put on my shirts? And it just so happens Walmart had something. I'm gonna grab it and bring it and show you what I bought. I bought a Circuit Explorer Air 2. It was like $250, $260 after taxes. But I'm like, but like that's okay. It's supposed to help you cut out designs. And they sell these little rolls of paper. There's like all kinds of different designs and colors and whatnot you can get. And what you do, you get on the computer. I'm having to lean down so you can see me. You get on the computer or your smartphone and you get on the app, I guess, and you draw whatever design, whatever you want. You Bluetooth or connect to the Wi-Fi and it goes to the machine and it cuts your design out. So you can put it on coffee cups, you can put it on postcards, birthday cards, you can put it on shirts, like this one's for shirts. Like that one has a wolf on it. If you design out a wolf, put it through the machine, it cuts it out. That's what it's supposed to do. So hopefully I can figure out how to use this contraption, because these new type gadgets, it's hard for me to understand. Even when they put directions like this. Hold on, let me show you what I've seen a while ago. Because I had to open it in Walmart and make sure all the parts was with it. Because you know how when you get shit from Walmart, it's missing a part. So it comes with like step-by-step index card instructions, like flashcards. And I'm still having a hard time understanding. It's like step 1, unleash this beauty. Plug in and power on your fabulous new circuit machine. Step 2, get connected. Just go to circuit.com setup. We'll walk you through every step. Step 3, make a little something. During setup, we'll make a practice project with materials in the box. Fun! It has fun with an exclamation. I said exclamation mark. Exclamation. I just made a word. Bookmark this page. That's circuit.com create. You'll find every resource you need to master your new machine. Enjoy. I hope so. I really hope this is going to be simple to use and not hard as hell, because like I said, I had the hardest time understanding things. It's weird because I can understand, I can comprehend some of the hardest shit, but then you can give me something simple as hell, and I will make a huge deal out of it. You could be like, here, go through this 10-mile maze, and I'll find my way through. My ADHD will lead me through. But then you can say, hey, paint that wall purple. And I'm just like, pink, blue, yellow. And it's like the simplest stuff confuses me. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm like tickled. This is like Christmas, honestly. Because I'm always alone. So, oh, that's a cool looking gadget. And then I was sick last week with a bad cold. Ooh, you can make fancy schmancy tags. Oh, Daddy. Yeah. You can make a sign with cactuses. Cacti. You can make finger puppets. Cool. I wonder if it cuts felt, because that's what that looks like, felt. Like a birthday card. Let's see. Flower paper crafts. Fast, fun, and easier than you'd ever imagine. Paper projects never fail to make a wow impression. Huh. Let's see. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Seems like there's a lot of parts to this. Fine point blades. Pen. We have our pen. Pen, check. Power cord, check. UPS cord, check. Scissors, I brought scissors. And it comes with this. And this is like what you lay the thing out on and scrape it off. But I don't see the scraper in here. So it doesn't come with the scraper. Oh, that's great. Thanks a lot, Circuit. That means I'm going to have to go back to Walmart. Oh, gosh. I hate going to Walmart, y'all. Y'all just don't know. I know some of you love going to Walmart, walking around, looking. I fucking hate it. Yes, I'm that bitch that's always flying through and trying to get out of there. That's me. Because even like with this, I go for one thing. And when I try to look at it, all these people want to get, like the aisle will be empty. And then as soon as I stop to look at one thing like this, 20 people will be behind me looking at the same shit. I'm like, this aisle was just empty. Where the fuck did y'all come from? Go away. And I hate to be that way, but that's the way I am. So I'll grab one and walk away and just look at it and read it and inspect it so I can be by myself. I'm not a people person. I love people and I can talk to people like right now and like through the keyboard, but when it comes to Walmart, I can't. I can't stand it. So, some kind of pen. I don't know. It came with these. Some type of texture. It's smooth on the back with a texture on the front. It says there's like a project you can start off by doing. And it has this big piece. I'm going to put all that together so I don't lose it, because I'm the world's worst for losing shit. Or it'll be right in front of my face and I just don't see it. I'm going to keep this book. Okay, wait a minute. That's... Alrighty. Look at this thing. $260-something. Schmancy. Cool. Pretty schmancy there, huh? I'll get all these little stickers off. Yeah, I just stuck it right to the table. I'm that bitch who does that. I can cuss if I want because I don't get paid. Ooh, I don't get paid to do YouTube videos, so I don't have to worry about being demonetized. Oh man, look at the inside of this. I have no idea what any of this is gonna do, but it looks really cool. It looks pretty cool. I have no idea what it's for. Hey, it's not that heavy though. There. Ooh, has a button. It's like a 90s CD player. Close it. Put some NSYNC in there. Bye, bye, bye. Okay. I don't know what that holds for. That's what she said. Okay. Let's see. I love when I impulse buy, because it's always something that I normally wouldn't buy. And I hope you all are having a great day. I know people are struggling right now. I'm normally always struggling, but I did this one fun thing because I wanted to smile today. I had a bad day yesterday. I got into it with a friend. I'll tell you a story. So, I got a couple of friends, and we all haven't really been able to see each other due to COVID. Before COVID started, a friend of mine had been in the process of fostering kids. She was fostering one, and then she adopted this child. And the child's mother, you know, signed the rights off, didn't want anything to do with the child. So my friend got custody and then adopted the child. Well, later on, the SS called my friend and was like, look, we have the bio siblings to that child, you know, two. And my friend was like, you know, let me talk to my spouse and we'll see what we can do. So they foster those two kids, two more. Well, eventually they end up with a different set of brothers. So they foster them too. Well, a mutual friend of ours goes on Facebook and starts bashing the friend with the foster kids. And this bitch is like, I don't know why these people are taking in so many kids that aren't their own, and those aren't your bio kids, and blah, blah, blah. And my friend can't have kids. So she fosters and, you know, adopts. But this bitch, who I've known for like probably 5 years, goes talking all this shit on Facebook and is like, you know, you could have spent that money on having embryos implanted and all this stuff. And my other friend was like, look, kids, all kids need love. These kids needed a home. They needed a family. The youngest was like 3 months old. The oldest is like 4. So they're all like doorsteps. Now the other set, I think they're like 7, 6 and 7. And this bitch just said some horrible, crude things about my other friend fostering these kids and adopting. And later on, my friend went on Facebook, the one with the kids, and was like, you know, we're going to adopt the other 4. So altogether, there's like 5 or 6 kids altogether. And this hateful person goes on there and says, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should have spent that money in embryos, having your own biological children, and you know, this and that, and just all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, why do you care so much what she does with her money, what her and her spouse do with their money and their home and their time? It doesn't affect you. You don't pay for it. You don't have to deal with these kids every day. Why are you so worried about it? And this hateful person replies back to me, because we shouldn't be taking in all these kids and they can put them in foster care. And I'm like, she's a foster mom? She's like, but she doesn't have to adopt them. She could have her own. I'm like, she can't have kids. She's like, well, they barely even tried. I said, but it's none of your business. It's none of your damn business what they do. But keep her name out of your mouth. At least she's giving these kids a home. There are so many foster kids out there, man. I was never in the foster system. My mom was in the foster system at one point when she was younger, and she went through a rough time. She went through a bad family, and then she got an elderly woman who was very good to her. She was lucky when she got the elderly woman, and then when my mom turned 15, they told her she had to leave the foster system. Back then, that was in the 70s, so things were different. But thanks to the foster system, my mama got out of a very abusive household where children were being abused and molested, and my mom was able to get away from that because there was a foster worker who took her in. And thanks to this elderly woman, my mama, was saved. And there's so many kids every day out here who need foster homes. And yeah, we do have some foster parents who are after the check. And they'll get 8, 9 kids, put them in a bedroom all day or send them to school. And they collect the money and they treat them like slaves, basically. But there are some foster parents who are amazing. They love the kids. They'll do whatever they can for the kids. Sometimes they'll help the parents, the bio parents. They'll let them see the kids. Sometimes they can't because CPS, rules. But there are some foster parents, like my friend, who work, every day to provide for these children when their own parents couldn't or wouldn't. And I just weren't going to have nobody talking shit to my friend because she is one of the best people that I've ever known. And I've got several friends who have adopted foster kids or work in the foster system. And let me tell you something. These people deserve more praise because some of the kids that they get have a lot of issues, have been through a lot of abuse, sexual assault. Several of my friends, they foster to teenagers. I don't know if you know this or not, but some teenagers in the foster system have been through a lot. They have a lot of anger issues. Not all of them, some. Some have a lot of anger issues. Some won't go to school. And my friend still fosters them and tries her best to help them any way she can. And sometimes she has teenage foster kids who are working, going to school. And I've seen her. One time she had a foster son who came when he was like 12, 13, something like that. And he would punch holes in the walls and he was very upset. And it wasn't his fault. That's the way he'd lived all his life. He had been born addicted to drugs. His family had pimped him out basically growing up. And by the time she got him, he had already been through like 4 foster homes or more. And she got him when he was about 12 or 13. And he would kick the walls, the doors. He would slap at her, hit at her, throw, very bad fits. He would throw fits at school. And the school system was finally, they were like, look, we're about done with this. We're going to have to figure something out. And my friend took him to the mountains with her family. And they went and got a new therapist. And they sat down as a family and they talked to this boy and asked him to explain what was going on with him and what he wanted and what he wanted his life to be and what they could do to help. And when they came back from the mountains, it was amazing. He was smiling. He was happy. My friend changed his life. And he graduated college, like not even, I think it was last year. And now he's gone to New York. And he's doing great things. It's amazing to see children and adults go from a very bad situation to a successful, amazing situation. And that's why I don't let nobody talk shit to my friend, because she has saved so many children. She has changed so many lives. And I just ain't gonna have nobody bashing her for it. She's been through a lot herself, and that's why she does foster kids. And she works 2 jobs and takes care of the kids. And I'm just so thankful that there are people like her still left. Because like I said, there are some foster homes and military schools and boarding schools that are very bad. Well, you remember the one video from last year where they chromed that boy down and smothered him to death? Stuff like that's scary. He was sitting at a table, just like talking back and forth or whatever with a student, and they all piled up on him. Well, did you see the police? They pepper sprayed a 9-year-old girl a couple weeks ago who was handcuffed in the back seat at the cop car. She was handcuffed, and they pepper sprayed a 9-year-old child. Some people don't have proper training or patience to deal with children, and they shouldn't be allowed to work around children. If you don't have patience and you don't have what you need to support or be stable around kids, don't be around them, because they don't deserve to be abused. Them pepper spraying that 9-year-old girl was, I hope her family sues and I hope they get paid. That's disgusting. But it's another good example of what the what our society has come to. You know, it hurts so bad to know that this world is like it is now. We got all these influencers who are, you know, out here, you know, messing with minors and scamming, embezzling money off their fans, extorting each other, abusing their spouses, you know, manipulating their fans. Everything is just a shitstorm right now. We're making the wrong people famous. You know, I watched that video of that vegan teacher, and it annoys me so much. That vegan teacher is just doing all this shit for attention. To, you know, she even says it, to get attention to her channel. And it pisses me off because she's giving false information. And she can share her opinion or whatever, but I can also share my opinion about her opinion. But when she says only cows should drink cow milk, only cats should drink cat milk, only dogs should drink dog milk and all this stuff, I'm thinking to myself, you claim to save animals, and you claim that you want to save animals, and that's why you're vegan, then why don't you understand? We save animals by feeding cats goat milk, feeding puppies goat milk. We save animals every day on the farm. You know, we save sheep, goats, calves by drinking other milk. And if we didn't have that other milk, we wouldn't be able to save them. Especially like puppies and cats with the goat milk. The goat milk is so good for them. I've had cats that drink off my mama dogs. I've had puppies that my mama cat would go take from the mama dog and bundle up with them, and the puppies would be drinking off the mama cat. They would share their babies. And there's nothing you could do about it. They would just take each other's babies and take care of them. And that was nature. That wasn't nobody controlling the situation. That was just nature. That's what they were doing. I mean, have you seen those videos where lions take care of gazelles? I mean, that vegan teacher just, she contradicts herself a lot. A whole lot. So, I got to repaint some of my cutouts because they are getting chipped. And I put them out different times of the year. This one has to be repainted like ASAP. I've got so many crafts that I have to redo. Like this one's got to be redone. I made it before Christmas, and then I left it outside. It did pretty good, but I want to change it up. I took a lot of the stuff off of it, but you can reuse your wreath ring, your ornaments, a lot of that stuff you can cut off and reuse. I have so much stuff. All of these have to be repainted and redone. I did this one last year. It's so darn cute. I love those. If you can tell. See my shirt? I love labs. I'm obsessed with labs. This one I like because I did it chocolate. And this one is too cute. It's a puppy playing. Look, my head's right at his butt. It looks kind of like a Rottweiler playing. I love that. It's so cute. I've been so bored. COVID has really just had me down and out lately. But oops. I have too much junk. But I did have an idea. So, from the dogs that I've lost over the years that got old and passed away, I didn't want to get rid of their tags because I love them and miss them so much. And I do like epoxy work, resin work sometimes, and I'm thinking about taking these tags, and the name is on the other side, but I'm thinking about taking all these tags and putting them like in epoxy or like resin and making like a picture frame or plaque out of it. And that way I can keep their tags forever. I miss my babies so much. I make these. You can order wine bottles off Amazon. This video is going to be everywhere like every other video I do. It's always everywhere. You know, I just tied that around this one day and it was pretty, so I left it that way. I gotta find something else to get into though. I have a Bo Dabra. I love that thing because I have tons of ribbon. If you couldn't tell already, I have a buttload of ribbon. You know what? The cool thing about having your pantry in your craft room is that you can literally walk over and get a snack. That's great. That's just everything right now. I love marshmallows. I'm so boring today. I'm sorry. Yum. It's like eating a chewy piece of chalk, but I like it. I like these two. I got to finish this one. I think I'm just going to unroll it and use another one. That's why I used a tape and I don't like pin it until I know for sure. I don't know. I'm bored. I have to find something to get into today. Like maybe cleaning this room up finally. Got to get on it. I told you my videos are just not organized at all. I mean, I'm just trying to be as real as I am because this is me all over the place. I got this vacuum cleaner. This thing is not worth a crap. Don't spend your money on this. I talk about a lot of appliances that I get, but this Crosswave Pet by Bissell is shit. Legit it's shit. Don't buy this. I spent over $300 on this thing, okay? Because they claimed you can use it on carpet, hardwood floor, tile, everything. It vacuums and mops. Let me tell you what it does. Yeah, it vacuums and mops all right. What happens is when you vacuum the floor, it says that you can vacuum, switch to mopping, switch back to vacuuming, right? Well, when you vacuum the floor and then you want to start mopping that spot a little bit and then you go back to vacuuming, because the water has came through it, it makes the mud and the dirt stick right here in this part. So like every 15 minutes you have to take this off and clean this hole out in here, and it's always clogged up with dirt, hair, dust, and whatever else is on your floor. And you can't get your finger up in that hole. It doesn't come with a tool to go up in that hole. That sounds awful, but it's the truth. There's no way to get in there. So then you take the cup out. Now you're trying to get your finger in this hole, your finger in that hole, but there's a whole area right here that you can't get to without finding some kind of wire that'll go down in it and start trying to fight that mud, dirt, and grime to get in there and get it out. Now, if they would fix that, this thing would probably be great. But it does me no good when I have to stop literally every 3 or 4 minutes and try to unclog that hole because the mud and the dirt and water has clogged it up. It would have been, it's a good idea, but I don't like the idea that they pushed it and they claim that in the commercials, it works great. You can vacuum, mop, and then vacuum. And then, of course, I get it here, and the floor I've already cleaned, so I gotta try it out. I vacuum, I mop, then I vacuum. It won't suck no more. I'm like, okay, why won't it suck? And it's blowing water out. I'm like, okay, let me take it apart. And there's like mud. It's formed dirt and mud in that pipe hole, or in that pipe. I'm like, okay, how am I gonna get to it? So I have to take something that's like stiff and curvy, shove down in it, unclog it. Within 3 minutes, the same hole is clogged back up again. Okay, yeah, this is not gonna work. But that's how they make products. And then the reviews. Oh, the main reason I got it, the reviews were so good. These people obviously were paid to give these reviews. I seen a video a while back where people were talking about how they would lie and do a fake review, and then the company pays them to do it. So they basically get paid to do a fake lying review or whatever. Most of them have never even used the product. They just lie. I love my new Crosswave. It works so great, even with 4 dogs in the house. No, it don't. Let me tell you, here's my review. It's shit, and it don't. If they would fix that thing where the pipe is and it wouldn't clog up every 3 minutes, 2 minutes, yeah, it probably would be cool. But even when you mash the mop button, the water that comes out, it's like the brush don't hit it. I've went through so many vacuums. I've had sharks, Bissell's, Dirt Devils, Hoover, everything. What is the one? Oh my gosh, I can't remember now. With the ball on it, starts with an O. Anyways, I've had them all, and the best ones that I have found is Shark. The Shark, I've had 2, and both of them still work. The one I've had for like 6 years, you can't kill that thing. You could barely clean it out and it still works. The only time it don't want to go is if you have to, like the filter is really bad and you have to dump it out, beat it out, that's it. Put it back, it works fine. The Shark is amazing. This crap, I'm better off taking a damn broom and a mop and do it myself. This thing is shit. Now I'm stuck with it. And it has a tank on the back for you to put the cleaner in. It seems like the cleaner that I used with it made it clog worse when I was vacuuming the dirt. It's just crap. It's a waste of time. And it comes with a tray. You put this tray on the floor. You put the vacuum on the tray. You put the cleaner in it. Cut it on. It's supposed to clean the vacuum out. It didn't. Because the vacuum's clogged up from the water and the dirt, in the pipe. It just sits there and spins, does nothing, but blows water all over my damn floor. Then I have more to clean up. Yay! Just more crap I don't need. And I am an appreciative person. If it's a good product and it lasts me even a month, I'm happy. This didn't even work the first day. I tried to get a refund. Nope. Can't get a refund. Okay. Buttholes. Anywho. I got a cool dehydrator though. From Bass Pro Shop by Cabela's. That thing is cool. I've dehydrated a lot of meat. And fruit. I love dehydrating fruit. I'm sorry. I got to get off here for a minute. I have to go use the bathroom. I got to pee so bad. But if you want more videos, let me know in the comments. Sorry I'm boring today. I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. I'm just, like, my ADHD's got me all over the place because I know this room needs to be cleaned up. And I don't feel like doing it, but I need to do it. I'll be back shortly.